起立。気をつけ。ありがとうございました。
Y no supe entender que el silencio no para de hablar. Ayer no pude abrazarte, decirte las palabras adecuadas. No quiero seguir haciéndote sentir así. Estaba perdido en un mar de dudas y tan superado por todos los lados. Quería morirme, quería escaparme, querría quererte como tú te mereces. Tan adentro.
I really enjoyed the practical exercises from the training today. So we got to work on the line and watch and learn how to time the event of how they were running production. And then they gave us time to basically look at the different setups on what we would change, look at the problems, and then we were able to, put those ideas into play. Then they actually unveiled how they did it with other teams, so they came up with the quickest time, and we timed it again, so you could actually learn and see and touch and feel the improvement. So that was impactful for me.
So it was a really good day for me. Like, I don't even know where to start on what I got out of today, but there's nothing like going, to the Mecca or to the source and finding out how Toyota really does what they do. So for me, it was extremely value added. I learned more than you have video available.
Fantastic. I agreed with what Kirby said. I love the way they trained us. Now I really acquired a skill. So in one day they taught me something I can use the rest of my life. So this is for me a first where I did a training where I actually was taught something I could practice. So that's for me the main key point.
I love the excitement that the trainers had for us from the beginning of the class through the whole class. So even from stand up straight, bow, there's a standard work approach they take with everything. So every time we started, it started with that. We went back to the back of the room, they instead gozaimasu, and just had the train that started the stopwatch. Everything we did was standardized. And even after 40 years working there and 15 years of training, they still have that same standardization and excitement every day. I love that.
Okay.
Well, I think everything is said by my colleagues, but it's impressive the way and how deep they can check every detail on the process to change it.
Okay.
And that's the point.
I want to say something different because most of our team members say already all the things that I would like to say. For me today, it was amazing to see the passion that the trainer that today teach us was able to show. This really, I recognize that during all day life, they really work continuously for make improvement, and they really feel like satisfied when they found even one small thing. So it shows that if you are able to work in one place where there is harmony, where there is passion, where the people work in one direction, you can really achieve a great result.
Okay.
Today is really a great day for me. Many things need to be highlighted here, but because of limited time for me, I only highlight the one thing here. We really need to reconsider the role of our team leader.
I think today's training, there are 2 points that I feel very valuable and helpful for us to proceed the work in the future. First point is when we made the standard work or process, we need step by step demo in the line, then define the lead time for each step. This is the real number that we can catch, and it will be much helpful for us to calculate the capacity to manage the efficiency in the line. This is first point. The second point is still the Kaizen activities concept. To be honest, from all the work process, actually they didn't spend a lot of money to make 53 seconds cycle time saving. Only the layout change, only do some small, very easy things to get big progress. This is Kaizen real concept. That's all.
The biggest learning of today is do it simple, because really we think some so complicated engineering activity and they solve with some piece of wood and some box of paper. The other really interesting about the training, because when I was shocked when they say 15 years to become team leader, for me is really really amazing. How can one people stay so long? So the passion that they have and the culture of the company.
All right, for today's Kaizen event, what I learned the most was very interesting to see how if you give a group of people an opportunity to study a problem and ask them to solve it, how they can come together and come up collaboratively with new and innovative ideas more than just one person can, and how that they feed upon each other. It's truly a remarkable way to improve existing processes. It was a great day.
Impression. One of the lots and lots of many takeaways, but one of the key takeaways for me was how finely tuned their skill at seeing has become. You know, we are a group of very, very smart people, and we divided and conquered in 3 teams, and still we didn't see. We did not see, because we don't have the depth of training and learning to see that they do, and they demonstrated that for us. That was pretty killer to me.
Okay. One of the things that I thought was really a valuable lesson today was that Kaizen, the improvements don't need to be very expensive and shouldn't be very expensive, that they took a lot of our ideas and realized that they were going to be very costly, and then did some very inexpensive, very minimal improvements, but made a significant difference. So I thought that was great. Okay, I'll go.
I could talk about the simplicity of the message, and I'm sure others will talk about that too, but I think the thing that struck me the most was being able to see the depth of the human piece, because all of my learning to this point has been through books or through listening to stories that others have told, but to see the way that there was a rhythm, there was an intensity in the way that the final assembly line work went, that there was a cadence, a rhythm, that to me was a valuable piece that I had no expectation of seeing.
So today was great from a researcher's perspective. I got to go to Gemba today and talk to the actual trainers who were responsible for training the system. And so for me, that validated a lot of things that I've read, but also left me with far more questions than could be answered today. So very much worth the trip and the energy for today's visit.
Fantastic.